First thing I want to do is apologize in advance for filming this on my iPad. My monitor recording program doesn't seem to want to cooperate with me right now. But without further ado, the ideal name of this would be thoughtleader.com, or a similar clever name. Thoughtleader.com's domain right now is taken, so that's definitely subject to change. So what is it? It would be a social media website, and for now, let's just imagine the format of Facebook or something very similar. And what you do is you create a thought leader profile. You become a thought leader when you do this, so what does that entail? First thing it does, after, of course, asking for your personal information, is it asks you what topics you're an expert in. So you can put anything like marketing, sales, entrepreneurship, finance, even coding, JavaScript, biology, anything that people seek advice in or more information. Now when you post a status update, similar to Facebook, you'll be posting what we will call on the website a thought. And a thought is basically a piece of advice about the topic or topics you are an expert or a thought leader in. So now, when you're posting this thought, you choose which topic it's about. Say you want to post a marketing thought. You choose marketing from the topics that you're an expert in, and the thought basically becomes a tip or a piece of advice. So you're posting marketing advice when you do this, or you're posting entrepreneurship advice, or you're posting advice about biology or building something. So instead of having friends or followers like Facebook and Twitter, you'll have students. And your students basically subscribe or follow the advice that you're posting on your Thought Leader profile. There will be a Become a Student button on everybody's profile. So if you're an expert in sales, marketing, entrepreneurship, chances are you're going to have a lot of entrepreneurs that follow you, for an example. And then this is just a possible feature, but there will be an incentive for having more students subscribe to you to keep people coming back to the site. And that incentive right now would be you get to post longer thoughts, or what we'll call lessons. So let's say the number is 100 students. Once you get 100 students, now you can post status updates that are more than, say, 600 words long. Now there are 3 hypotheses built around that, and keep in mind that's all they are right now. First one is a lot of people would obviously want to join to get valuable information about topics that they're interested in. The second is many people want to join because they want to establish or position or brand themselves as an expert or someone with a lot of valuable knowledge. And then the third and final hypothesis, which is something most people aren't going to admit, is another group of people would want to join because of the ego boost they get from the site. They like the feeling of having a lot of students subscribing to their advice, they like giving advice, and they get an ego boost from having their students like or validate all their advice. Keep in mind, like I said, these are just hypotheses so far. They're subject to testing, iteration, pivoting, and innovation. Let's see here. Every entrepreneur I've talked to said nothing ever goes as planned, but in the off chance that it does, step 1, begin developing this myself. Here's some brutal honesty for you. I'm no expert when it comes to programming or coding. I have a decent amount of knowledge in JavaScript, CSS, and HTML, so that's where I'm starting, but you can bet that I'm learning more about this stuff every single day. Next step would be to find some technical founders. I have one guy in mind already. He's a fraternity brother, super technical, very smart. Just got to persuade him to start this with me. Next step would be to talk to as many potential users as possible and get their honest feedback on the idea. I've already done that with kind of an outline. Half of the people say it's a good idea, but it's definitely going to be hard, and quarter of the people say it's probably not the best idea. Another quarter of the people absolutely love it. So continue developing the site with the founding team until we have a prototype, launch the prototype site, get real-time feedback based off what we've already shipped, and then based on the feedback, persist or pivot. Why do I deserve this? Keep in mind, anything that comes out of my mouth, you just have to take my word for right now because we don't know each other. With that said, you're not going to find somebody who puts more effort behind this kind of thing. I work 45 hours a week at my software business-to-business sales job, and I come home and work on this kind of thing and work on growing and improving myself basically until I sleep. And then sometimes I go have fun on the weekends. But weekdays, work, work, work. And when I go to this event, when you choose me, not only am I going to absorb everything with copious notes, but I'm somebody with the habit of speed of implementation. You can bet on that. It's going to be actionable. Why I want to attend, like I said, passionately committed to learning. It would be an adventure. There would be networking value in it. There is a higher level of mentorship, meaning I can interact with the teachers like you instead of just reading books. And because I want to change the world, and I still need to figure out exactly how I'm going to do that. Every marketer needs a good call to action. My name is Chris Orlob. I'm passionately committed to learning, growing, and changing or disrupting the world. So to help enable a disruption that's going to potentially make the world a better place, email me right now at orlobeducation@gmail.com or call 435-840-8319 right now while supplies last. Notice the scarcity I threw in there. Thank you, and you won't regret it.